Well, hello there, friend. Thanks so much for stopping by and thanks for hanging out. Andrew Najera here at Drew Installs Hardware. Today, we're going to be installing a concealed continuous hinge. I got a lot of questions about these, and people just want to see how we do it. It's pretty simple. First suggestion always is going to be don't install the hinge right off the bat on the door. You're going to want to mark the frame first, and that's what I'm doing here. I have an 1/8 inch shim taped to the head of the frame there, which is going to give me my head clearance. And I'm just going to hold that hinge up there first. I'm going to mark the top hole, and then I'm going to mark a lower hole. I'm going to pre-drill both of them, and that's basically going to be my prep of the frame before I swing the door. And I'm gonna do that, and once I mark those and drill them, then I'll install the hinge on the door. We're doing a bunch of these, so we have a couple extra hinges laying around that we can just use for marking, and we'll set all our doors up and butt them all at once, as you'll see. But yeah, just like that, I marked the top hole, take my shim down, I marked the lower hole, gonna pre-drill those bad boys, and then that frame will be prepped and ready for us to swing the door. I'm not gonna be able to swing this exact one for you, but I'm gonna be swinging another one on the other side of the building here in just a few. Moving gingerly there. I feel like I've been working on my knees so much. Those knees will swell up, man. Anyway, yeah, so that thing's all ready to swing now. I'll show you how we set these up. We'll get a big stack of doors, and then we'll butt them all at the same time. And these, when you put this hinge on the door, you hold the hinge flush to the very top of the door. So when you hold it flush to the top of the door, and then you put that 1/8 inch shim on the frame and mark the holes on the frame, that's what gives you an 1/8 inch head reveal. So yeah, that's how we do it. And I'll be moving to a door on the other side of the building where the scaffolding wasn't all the way in the way to show you how we do that. So here I have the hinge installed on the door. I've got the frame prepped. We got a hole up at the top, and then we got a hole at the bottom, right there. And let's get this door up already. It's a lot easier with two people. We can do it with just one person, but Stu was working close by. I said, "Hey Stu, come over here for a second." And I'm going to hold the door up. He's going to run a screw into the top hole, and then he'll run a screw into the bottom hole, and then that door will be swung. Here I'm using a suction cup. You don't have to use a suction cup, but man, it makes it a lot easier. Done it for a long time without the suction cup, but man, it just makes it super easy, especially with the continuous hinge, because you can't really get your hand around the outside of that hinge good. For regular butt doors, you can get a good grip on the door, but with the continuous hinge, the suction cup sure does make it easy. Just like that, he's got one screw in it. I'm pulling it out a little, and he's gonna run that other screw right in. Now, boom, that door is swung. Wow, that was easy. That door's up. Awesome. Yeah, so pretty simple. When it comes to adjusting them, there's lots of different ways to adjust them, and there's lots of different tricks. I'm going to do a whole different video on how to really adjust them. This door was really close to being, we set the frames. So, I think actually, from what I remember, Stu's actually the one set this frame, and it was pretty good. I could see here on the head we grow a little bit towards the latch, so that could come up just a little bit. If if we're being picky, that should come up a little bit. And then looking at the latch leg adjustment, it grows a little bit towards the bottom, so it really should kind of come out towards the latch leg just a little bit for us to make these gaps all the way even. But it was really close. And then the other adjustment we want to look at is the cross sight, how it's lining up against the stop. Is it hitting at the bottom and a big gap at the top, or the other way around, or is it hitting the stop evenly? Here we're hitting the stop evenly, so that's all good. So now we're gonna now it's basically what I'm gonna do now is just screw it off. So yeah, as we speed that up, step 1, tape your 1/8 inch shim to the frame at the head. Step 2, hold the hinge tight to the shim. Mark and drill the top hole, one of the lower holes. Step 3, install the hinge on the door with the hinge flush with the top of the door. Step 4, swing the door. That's it. And then in a later video, I'll cover all the different ways you can adjust them. So yeah, it's hope this helps you out. I wanted to say something real quick here while I'm finishing screwing off this door. Is basically, thank you guys so much for sharing my channel. A channel like mine, man, nobody's gonna find it through YouTube or whatever. They're gonna find it through people sharing it. And man, you guys sure have been sharing it, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for helping me grow the channel that way. And please keep sharing it with those people out there, you know, who might enjoy watching hardware get installed. But yeah, so now we got that thing screwed off. I did a very minor adjustment while I was screwing it off. So we'll look at the head's looking level, pretty even all the way, and look at, yeah, it looked like our latch sight gap got a little bit better even also. So great, that's awesome. Thanks so much for your time watching the video. Happy hardware, and I'll catch you next time.